Ladies and gentlemen, I tell you, man, I don't want to shortchange the world, have to be everything we do. I'm trying to, if I could use sports, analogies, I'm trying to step up to the plate and hit a grand slam.
Okay.
All right? I'm trying to step up on the tennis court and win a grand slam. I'm trying to get up on the golf course and win a grand slam. When I bring guests to this show, have to be, these are going to be the highest, the elite, the top of the totem pole, the best in the game, the best you can expect from the sport or the subject matter that we're talking about.
Sway, man, I ain't never seen you so serious.
Yeah, no, because I'm happy you here, man. Ladies and gentlemen.
I just wanted to take my jacket off so you know how serious I've been.
Shawn Porter is here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a big fan of yours.
Wow,
man.
What an introduction. So, hey, but hold up though. With that being said, I'm laying in bed, did everything I was supposed to do for the day. About 10 o'clock at night, nobody's supposed to be hitting me. You know what I mean? If somebody's hitting me, it's got to be my dad or yada yada yada. The Hall of Fame in Canastota, the biggest Hall of Fame in the world for boxing, text me last night. The executive director texted me last night and said, "Hey man, I'm looking forward to the fight. Please come. I want you to be our special guest in June at the Hall of Fame induction this year." And I'm laying. I had already prayed. I'm just laying there, just waiting to go to sleep. And I got that. It lets me know with everything that you just said about me. Introduce that to have that man text me randomly. I don't even have his phone number. I was like laying there, like just wow. You know what I mean? So me, I do it. I have to do it. I have to continue to do it. So I don't really have time to reflect on everything I've done and all this and that. But once you start to speak, that's when I start to realize it. Or last night when that man texted me and I'm just laying up in bed, like now I'm realizing everything that I'm really doing for this sport is really, all of my dreams are coming true. All of the plans that my dad and I have, they're all coming true. And to be here with you right now and have you say all that about me is it's very humbling, but it's very true. And I appreciate it.
Man, Shawn Porter, I love that, man. And his dad, man. His dad texts me personally, man. I'll be like, look who just texted me, man. I get points when that happens, man. Thank you, Kenny. You know what it is, Shawn? I've been watching you fight for a long time. And to me, I think you're probably the strongest, in my opinion, fighter in the division. I liked how you held up against Kell Brook. I liked you gave Keith Thurman, in my opinion, the toughest fight he's had, and I've had Keith on the show since then, and said, "Hey, man, I was right there ringside. Like if fights went 15 rounds,
did you just slide in
let's not skip that step. Let's not skip
what
it.
part?
I was right there.
Ringside, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if I'm gonna be at the fight,
You got it. Okay, I'm sorry, Sway. Yeah, we just heard.
That's okay, right?
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, that's fine.
Usually
Let's keep
everybody
moving.
else says.
Let's move past that. Let's move past
but
that.
I was there ringside with your husband.
Oh.
Well, yeah.
Oh, you brought my husband? Okay.
That's when me and Horace went. Yeah.
Oh,
okay. All right. So, and when you're up close, it's different from watching on television. And a lot of people score fights based on what they see on TV.
Yeah.
But if you was up in that room, you couldn't tell. Like it could have went either way.
Yeah.
And I saw Keith hurt in that fight.
Yeah.
In a way, and boxers get hurt. Everybody's gonna get touched. And I asked him about that. When he went to your body, things changed. You know what I mean? When you came here last time, because I feel like you owe me some money.
Right. And
I'm gonna tell you why. This is what happened.
Okay.
I usually don't like betting on boxing, but if I'll make a bet right now. If you tell me I'm good money,
you see me, you see the energy in me right now.
Yeah.
And I don't make predictions.
Okay.
But I will say that I plan on being champion after this fight.
Okay.
And I'm looking you in your eyes to say it's not my fault.
It's not your so you apologizing to me now?
If you bet the wrong way.
Man, I bet on you. No,
who did you bet on?
I didn't bet.
Let
me tell you why. Because since I met you and your pops, and I always complimented on you how you guys are professional and how you look and how you dress. I consider you friends.
Yes,
okay?
Sir. Yes, sir.
I consider Keith a friend.
Yes, sir.
I'm not gonna bet against friends.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Like
yes, sir.
Whoever would have won, I would have been happy for. So.
I appreciate the fans that don't bet, but they're so involved and so invested into the fight. You know what I mean? To me, that's better than the fan that's gonna pick a winner and try to win money, because the person that's invested, whether that's emotionally or just, you know, just due to the excitement of the fight, that person is going to get everything they want.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they may not get a couple G's, but they going to get everything they want. And I'm sure you held on to that feeling a little while longer after that night was over. You know what I mean? That person that bet, if they win, they happy, and then they go spend it. Or the person that bet and lose, they salty, but then they trying to forget it. You know what I mean? Every time I get in the ring, and that's why I always look you in the face and I let you know that I'm ready, because I went at Keith like he was Keith Thurman. I didn't go at Keith like he was an undefeated champion that, you know, hits hard, like he got a, you know, bag of rocks in both hands. You know what I mean? I went at him like he's a human being, like he's a fighter, like he's a competitor, and like I want to beat him. You know what I mean? And that's the same way we gonna go at Andre Berto, and that's the same way we gonna attack every fighter until I'm done with this. This
is interesting, Heather, because for Shawn, you know, he got, you know, the two losses he has, you know, one of them people still argue about with you and Keith. Folks are still arguing about that one. Yeah. But really reputable opponents, you know, and so you got a big career still ahead of you, starting with this next fight with Berto.
Yes, sir.
Berto, he can't really afford to lose another fight, so I feel like he's fighting for his career right now. And got a new, I see him, man. I see him at the fights. He's newly focused, you know. And both of you guys are still trying to make your mark. Even though Keith holds these titles, people are still kind of up in the air. He beat Danny, you know. But even in that fight, folks, a lot of folks argue that. What do you think, Kenny, about that fight, Danny and Keith Thurman?
That was definitely all Keith Thurman. I didn't feel that he was even threatened in that fight, and I'm quite sure that's the reason why he took his foot off the gas pedal and kind of cruised through the rest of the fight, because he wasn't uncomfortable at all in that fight, and he's the type of guy that if he didn't have to do much more than that, he wasn't going to do it. So I thought it was all Keith.
I don't know, man. I'm not saying the way I fight is the best way to fight. It's not the most entertaining way to fight. It happens to be entertaining. I don't go in the ring like, yeah, I'm gonna be entertaining tonight. It's just I go in there. Me and my dad, we've been together since birth, and
true.
BIRFF since birth, and everything that he taught me at 8 years old, 9 years old. I went and spoke to an elementary school, and I was, you know, telling them, you know, about my career, and, you know, I wanted to tell them how to be successful, not how to be professional boxers or how to hurt people or anything like that. I just simply tried to tell them how to be successful. Hard work, dedication, faith, that equals success. And so then we opened it up for questions, and they asked me, you know, yada, yada, yada. And he said, well, when did you have your first fight? And I was like, these are third graders. Oh, I was younger than you. I was 8 years old. Wow. I said, y'all want to hear a funny story? When I was 8 years old, going into the last round, my dad told me, you know what a thunderstorm is, right? I said, yes. He said, when the bell ring, I want you to run across the ring, and I want you to throw punches like it's a thunderstorm. Throw punches and don't stop until you hear the bell ring. He said, no, don't stop until they turn the lights off, until they pack up the chairs and they pull them out. Just go out there and throw as many punches as you can and don't stop. And everybody talks about how I always have gas in my tank now. It started way back then. You know what I mean? And so everything that I've done has just been nurtured. It's been formed. And, you know, I just am who I am, man, and I'm blessed.
Shawn Porter, man, I'm going to tell you, this family is a class act. We got somebody on the line right now that want to talk to you.
I hope I don't know.
You probably don't. Good morning. Who we got on the line right now?
Yo, this Big Horse.
Big Horse. What up, Horse?
Yo, what's up? Good morning, everybody. I don't do this, but, you know, boxing is my thing. What's up?
Hey, Horse, man, you know, they were surprised that we were ringside at the last fight with Keith Thurman, man, and Shawn, man. Tell him, Horse. Talk to him, man. Heather wasn't there.
Hey, yo, listen, man. Yo, I'm a big fan of the way you box, Shawn. Yo, I love the father and son combination and everything. I need you to go in there frustrated as hell, bro. Like, he took your shorty, bro. Like, go in there without the smile on your face. I know you believe in God and all that stuff. I believe in all that stuff, too. But go in there with some frustration. Knock him out. Get him out the way real fast. He shouldn't even be in there. You should be fighting Thurman. That should be your belt, bro. Real talk.
That's love right there, man. I appreciate that, man.
That should be your belt.
I
You could have cleaned up Danny, too.
I had to take the smile off my face.
Wait, what you say was the last thing? Would you say that, or say that again?
You could have snatched Danny too. Like you could have scrapped him up too. That's what I'm saying. That's your belt. Yo, them dudes walking around with your belt, bro.
We still here, man. We still here, and we got to do what we got to do, man. You gotta fight through the adversity, the pain, the politics, all of it. But we still here, man, and we back in Brooklyn. We getting it on.
Yo, you knock out people, dogs. Listen, there's no debating over knockouts. Go in there and finish them. Ain't no debating, no knockouts. Knock them out.
Yep.
Sounds good to me.
That's all, bro. I'm with you. I want this to be fast. This should be fast and move on, bro. Don't even make this hard. Knock him out real fast.
You got it.
Oh, and Horse is a boxing fanatic, man. We talk about boxing when boxing ain't on. So he's, hey, Horse, I'm going to be in Miami this weekend, so I won't be at the fight. I'm going to be watching it. But if you want tickets, his father right here, I can give you his number, okay?
So, I'm in there.
Okay.
Come on down, bro. Come on down.
Okay. All right. Cool, man. Hey, Shawn Porter is here. Thank you, Horse. Have a good day, man. We're going to talk more about this fight.
Everybody, y'all.
This is a big fight right here. You know you're a citizen, Horse. It's taking place at the Barclay Center. We're going to talk more about it. 888-742-3345. Ladies and gentlemen, it's taking place. A WBC welterweight title eliminator between former 147-pound world champions Andre Berto, Shawn Porter, who's here with us today, 9:30 on Showtime, Saturday night, taking place here in Brooklyn, New York. Make sure you're there at the Barclays. If you can't get tickets, watch it on TV. What does this fight mean to you, Shawn?
This is everything, man.
Yeah.
I've been saying this. I've seen this on TV, fighters being put in eliminators, and you know what's next. Yeah. I love the fact that I know what's next. Keith Thurman is next.
Yeah.
So, of course I'm not looking past Andre Berto, but I know what's next.
That's Keith Thurman.
That WBC title.
Let me ask you this, man. Pacquiao is still lingering around, man.
Yeah.
What is that about? Is he the moneymaker now for the division?
I think in some ways, I think just because he is who he is, he can still command the money that he's commanding. But you got Shawn Porter now, you got Keith Thurman now. You don't need Manny Pacquiao. Pac's not who he used to be. He's not the exciting, fast, slick fighter that he once was 3-4 years ago. Even 2 years ago. So. I'm here, man. I want to talk about me.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that.
I don't want to talk about
I'm not mad at that. We got a lot of folks on the line. Shawn Porter is here. You looking amazing. Did y'all train differently this time around? Did you implement some new techniques in it, or
we added a little bit more strength stuff than than we have in the past? But other than that,
no, I don't think we did anything different. I think we just added on to what we were already doing. So I think this time, instead of just staying down in Las Vegas and training in our facility, we have a altitude chamber in there. He usually trained about 7,000 feet above the altitude. We were going up to Mount Charleston and training at 9,000, and we're doing that. He did that about five weeks in a row. I mean, at least one day out of the last time.
For, I think 5 weeks.
And the last time was twice in a week. Yeah. And he's sprinting up there, he's sparring up there, he's doing all that kind of stuff up there.
Kenny, I remember when I used to train.
Oh, wow.
That was back in the days.
That was a long time ago,
back
Kenny.
in the days. All right.
But the training afterwards, like I trained track though, but it made your sex game ridiculous.
Ooh.
Kenny, like afterward, you in such good shape, it don't stop.
Daddy,
they ain't got to comment.
Is that the trainer or the guy that's getting trained?
Me, the trainee. I was, that's. No, forget it. Y'all, we
didn't want to go into that one.
Hey, man, hey, my bad. Faux pas.
You could hit that one again on him.
We can hit it again, OQ. All right.
We didn't want to go in on that.
It's just a great thing when you're in such good shape, man. When you walking around and such, even after the fight, man. Forget it, Shawn. Let it go, man. All right. Clutch, what up, man? Bail me out, Clutch. What up?
Yo, what's up, Sway?
What's up, brother?
Love you, had to be.
Love you too.
Hey, love.
I didn't know she was married though. I didn't know that. Ain't nobody told me
worry.
That bothers you.
Yeah. I'm busy,
She married, man. Yeah. He's a big dude too, man. All right, Clutch. What's your question, Clutch?
Way, man. I don't really have a question, but I just want to say that I love Shawn Porter, not for his boxing skills, but for the way he carries himself and his humbleness. I love that, man.
Appreciate you, Lux.
I really respect you for that, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
It's one of the reasons, like, I rock with y'all, man. I never forget when we first met. I was really thrilled to meet you, and I like the way y'all approach people. Y'all very approachable. You're a famous dude now, man, and in that boxing arena, man. A lot of kids look up to you. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And I see you guys make yourself accessible to the public. Back in the day, you didn't feel like you could just walk up on Sugar Ray Leonard or a Thomas Hearn or Roberto Duran.
I was in the locker room over at Gleason's, and this kid. This was probably last year, I think. And this kid walks in, man. He's like, man, this is why I love boxing. He said, you can't walk on the court and just see Kobe Bryant and shake his hand and talk to him. He said, I'm talking to you right now. This is crazy. And I just was like, man, like, I'm here, man. This is it, you know. But this is just this is me, and I appreciate my dad for just allowing me to be who I am, and that's why we work so well. I mean, you know, he's a little bit different than I am. He's a little bit more outspoken. He'll say the things that I won't say to get things done. And, you know, that's why I need him. But at the same time, we can do our thing together and have fun the whole way. And we plan to have fun with this fight. We having fun with you right now, and we going to keep it rocking.
That's what's up. Shawn Porter, Kenny Porter are here. Tracy?
I'm curious, when it comes to, like, right before you get into the ring, do you have any very unique, like, rituals, or do you eat specific things, or do you listen to, like, one song on loop? What gets you into?
You know, the back room is gospeled out in the back room.
Okay.
You know? Some up tempo gospel. Outside of that, we warm up. When we get in the ring, it's us, man. It's us and the opponent. My dad and I, you know, we put our heads together and we become one. Anybody that don't understand that, I'm sorry. That's just how we connect ourselves to the fight. Our mentality has to be the same. If I'm able to see what he's seeing and do the things that he's asking me to do, we both understand collectively that we're gonna be successful. You know, so we get down on our knees, we pray, we thank God for the opportunity.
Amen.
And then we go out there and we put it down.
Word.
And then we thank God that we got in there and out of there safely. That's it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Shawn, so many boxers, after boxing, they go into commentating or they go into promoting. What are some of your outside interests?
Well, we have Shawn Porter Promotions. That's already up. We haven't signed anyone officially yet. And we're still waiting for the right moment to get into promoting that. Definitely gonna do some commentary. I've done Spike TV once, and I've also done Fox Sports once. Absolutely love it.
Rapping, getting music, album?
I do a lot of karaoke. You know what I mean? Ooh yeah. If I could stream a track with somebody and be a ooh yeah, just come in with my if I could come in with my Jodeci from here to there, you know, I'll release, you know, a track on Apple Music or something like that.
Mr. Who, yeah.
But you know, maybe some acting and you know stuff like that. Yeah, I love it.
Be good.
Yeah, I love it.
I just gotta ask this. I don't know much about boxing as a sport, but I am a movie fan, so I know like Rocky and like some of those great boxing movies.
Man.
And I always wanted to ask a boxer, because remember Rocky 4 when they used to do like these weird training methods, like lifting people in a barn, you know, equipment and running up mountains. And you mentioned the altitude training. I'm just curious, what are some of like the craziest training methods, whether you did it or somebody that you heard about used in order to get in shape for a fight?
You know, everything that I do is it makes sense. So I swim twice a week. The round is 3 minutes, so we swim back and forth laps for 3 minutes. Try to work, you know, start off with 2 rounds, 3 rounds, carried up through the camp. Sparred and did sprints up at 8,900 feet above the elevation. My dad had me chopping wood up there too, so
that's like Rocky.
That could probably be the closest thing to the Rocky.
The bike.
Yeah. Oh man.
The bike.
I was on. I'm on my bike. You know, I ride my bike. I think 5 miles to a trail. Then I run on the trail, maybe a mile or two, and then I get back on the bike and I bike home. And on the way home, I'm going at it, and I had somebody filming me too. So you know, I'm gassed up, and I come off, and I'm crossing the street. Then boom, my wheel just popped, and I don't know. I did a flip. I did a spin. I don't even do backflips. You know what I mean? I don't mess with a cartwheel.
Yeah.
And somehow I rolled it out of it, and I jumped up, and the guy had the camera. He jumped out the car. He's like, "Oh man, you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, man. Just help me get my bike in the car." I said, "Don't tell my dad." I gotta tell him. I said, "Well, just give it some time. I gotta tell him now. He's gonna be upset if I don't tell him now." I said, "Look at me, man. I'm fine. Let's just take me home." He driving and he just like, "We gotta tell your dad." I said, "All right." "All right, let me tell my dad." You know, I'm not a mean guy, but I try. "All right, let me tell my dad." He's like, "All right." He gets me home and everything. Man, I ain't get my bike in my garage before my dad called me like, "Hey, what's going on?" I'm like, heart pounding. I'm like, "I'm fine." You know what I mean? Like, you know, come around here. I need to see you.
Yo, get that round of applause, man. Yo, I like that, Kenny. That's right.
My dad said, "I need to see you."
Yeah.
I was like, "All right." I ran in the house. Let me get in the mirror real quick. I ran around there. Everything's good, man. But that's it, man. We work extremely hard. Everything we do is get around the fight, and that we do all that so that on Saturday night everything is easy.
Saturday night, ladies and gentlemen, at the Barclay Center, 9:30 on Showtime. Shawn Porter versus Andre Berto. You don't want to miss it. And listen, if you want to reach Shawn Porter directly, hit him up. Ask him questions about boxing. Ask him about his career. Ask him about his philosophies. Hit him on social media. Give out your social.
Showtime, Shawn P. Everything. Showtime, SHAWNP. Everything. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook.
I appreciate you guys coming up on this show.
You
man.
got it,
yeah,
man.
I'm really passionate about.
I think you should probably know by now, but we not pretty much not going to land in JFK and not come see you.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that. And your pops, Kenny, be hitting me up and send. He quick on the text. He got 1 or 2 words. You don't say a whole lot. Okay. And you just feel like, man, let me respond to this dude, man. Shit, I
appreciate that. Yeah. Hey, Dave Chappelle responded yesterday.
Oh, did he just stun on us right now?
Oh. No. I'm saying though, like I was surprised he came right back.
Yeah.
I was like, "Hey, Dave, I'm about to fight." He's like, "Oh, well, I'm about to do something in Vegas. Come on through." And I was like, "Oh, okay." All right, he responded.
Cool. Yeah, man. Chappelle, down to earth.
He come to all the fights.
Great guy, man. Yeah, I would come to all too. I just got to work,
you gotta work.
I don't make that boxing money yet, Kenny. You know, but I go watch it.
But you still working out, so you can be real strong after the workout and do your thing.
I went running last week. and I'm gonna be running today when I get home.
You run with that on your head?
I run with a different one on my head.
Yeah, we don't never get to see
my head?
What's under there? Too often.
Yeah, that's true, man.
You running with it?
Yeah, I run with this
that's
one.
Sway. That makes sense.
I got a running hat that I run with too,
okay.
man. Yeah. Okay. So, but if man, come over to the house, hang out, man.
You got it.
You want to see my hair, man? You can, we'll make arrangements from a distance. So. All right.
So, what's your prediction for the fight?
Hit you with a question.
You know what? Let me go back into my thought process.
Okay, and I'm gonna tell you what my prediction is.
I don't need a prediction.
Okay.
No, I really don't. I want to talk about Keith.
Let's talk about
Lil Kiki.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Keith because
when we walked to the ring.
Yeah.
This is the first time in his life. From the time he first started boxing, football, basketball, track and field, anything, we got booed. We never been booed before. We got booed. So we stand in the ring, we getting booed. They announced him and he got booed. They announced Keith and they went crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And then there was a point in this fight when the crowd was on their feet and I know who they was cheering for.
Mm-hmm.
And then Keith ran because he literally turned his back, physically turned his back, and had to get out of the situation he was in, so he had to go into a running stance.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't hop away or grab Shawn. He physically turned and moved in the other direction. If they was on the street, Shawn would have been chasing down the street. And they booed him. Now, before they announced the decision, the crowd in unison, do you recall them saying, "And the new"?
Yeah, I remember. That's
and the new. And then when they announced the decision, the crowd booed the decision. Now, that wasn't our crowd. That was obviously they were there for him.
I was right
but
there.
But they booed the decision. And they cheered for Shawn. So when you was in that crowd with all that energy, in that moment that you was feeling, did you feel like Keith had won before they announced it? Or was it in the air? Or did you feel the other guy got it?
I felt, honestly, to be absolutely honest with you.
Of course.
Be honest.
I'll be honest. I felt it was a real close fight to call, but I felt he had the edge.
Okay. And I ain't got no problem with that.
I felt he had the edge. But I also felt that, and me and Horace talked about this, because it's 12 rounds, you know. If it was a 15-round fight, like back in the day, I felt like you probably would have came out victorious. But if they had said you were the winner, I wouldn't have been mad at that either.
New York said we was the winner. Brooklyn said it.
I mean, if the judges had said you were the winner, I'd have been like, okay, I can see that, because you came on so strong and you were relentless with it. And plus, probably because I've never seen Keith do exactly what you were saying in terms of running, turning in that running stance. But I think, but flip side of that, I think it's a testament to who he is as a boxer.
I said that.
You know what I mean?
I said that.
Yeah, he's strategic like that. So if he feels like he has an edge, and he'll tell you. I mean, all the greats say it, man. The objective is to hit and not get hit, right?
Okay.
So if he could avoid getting hit and it'll run him to a victory, and he didn't run the whole fight, but you know what I mean?
No.
But I thought it was a great fight. And I honestly couldn't tell who was going to win it.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I would have I kind of had him at the edge. But if you would have won, I wouldn't have walked away and say, oh, they robbed him.
Yeah.
You know, so that's where I was at.
Yeah.
This time, Horace said it best, Shawn. If you knock him out, it ain't no question on who wins.
Yeah.
You know, if you can knock him out.
Yeah.
That's my advice to you, son.
Appreciate
all right, man.
Appreciate
Shawn Porter, Kenny Porter.
Yeah.
They want to see you fight Saturday night.
We'll see you in Vegas, huh?
Okay, Barclay Center. That's right, and I'll be there. But I love you guys, man. I think you're good for the sport and continued success.
Thank you.
And good luck.
Thank
Come
you very
Saturday
much.
night, all
Thank
right?
you.
Showtime, 9:30 p.m. Make sure you watch it. Shawn Porter and Andre Berto. Up next, we got the one and only DJ. Oh, go to Wonder's on Instagram at DJ Wonder. If you want to see him mix live, do it right now. It's DJ
Wonder. It's Sway in the morning, only on Shade 45. Kilo.